To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Cut out left. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On 1st down, Howard taking a deep shot here. To the outside, it's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tackled by Alex Highsmith. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 16.
2nd down, give to Harvey. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Harvey once more. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. And goes to the hurry up here.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. That play made by their rookie from Michigan State.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Henderson here from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles. That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Now he's past the 25. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's looking deep once again. They connect on the deep shot. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
That one's complete, right side. And they're going to stop him, but he's got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back-to-back big plays have him all set up. 1st and goal here. Complete on the option. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers trim the lead to 1. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Heat this one deep down the right sideline.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Rolling left, buying some time. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They give up the middle to Harvey. He only gets a couple yards there, well short. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Bombers. Hold on a sec. Ready. Right here.
The 4th down snap to Nix. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They start with 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
He has room past the 25. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
We're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
What's there to tack on the extra points? And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And into the end zone he goes. A kick 6 for Denver. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, the offense really only gets a second or 2 to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Out of the gun, Howard. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build momentum and build on this lead.
Space on the right. He's got room. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Into traffic, complete! And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Howard. Couple big yards on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. Extra point try now for Lutz. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set first and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Here we go, here we go.
Howard to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jalen Warren, the intended target. And now they face second and long. Throwing here, Howard. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teachy tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Let's go, Buffalo 18. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to work they go after the interception. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. 19 Titans.
Going again here. Howard. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
12 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Viking 18. Warriors 17.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Howard to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Nick Snap to throw. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Oh, my son.
Throwing here, Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Oh, my son.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Here we go,
Looking quickly here. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 3-yard line.
2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, my.
Back to Henderson. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Oh, my son.
Henderson. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Absolutely fires this one right side. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Air it out on 3rd. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point try now from Lutz. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Steelers 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Howard looking to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
18 Cardinal, 1879 Broncos.
Howard out of the pistol here. Fits it through the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They're ready for the first time with Jalen Warren. Nods around him, he's got space. And he literally gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Moving the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Putting the receiver in motion. Second and 10 now. Howard. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Let's go.
Howard throwing on third down. That's caught for the first. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Nix. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. To throw, here's Nix. The screen pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's going to have this one down to the 37.
Here we go.
Offense up to the line fast.
31 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Once more, it's Nix. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Going after tries goodbye lots. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
Broncos 56, Steelers 21.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. They'll go play action. Howard. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they pick him off again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos have it again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30.
Here we go.
Offense in a hurry up here.
He's a gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On first down, it's Nix. Has it at the 7. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but he can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Howard. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Bronco 18.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's Metcalf running the slant. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Going for it with Warren. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It'll be the Steelers with possession, but this game pretty one-sided at this point. We've set it downs from 37. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Warren once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Giving this to Harvey. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos are running them out of the building.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a two-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the two-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. Got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
18 Raptor, 18 Raptor. 18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Howard now, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They're going to try to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Steelers just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. First and 10 now from the 46. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On second down, Warren. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up third and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Short pass brought in. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. All set to go now from the 35. Here's Howard, first and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that Maryland defender. He knocked it away, and that sets up third down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Go street. Cougar 19.
Howard now to throw. Complete out to the right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. You've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Half the 60, half the 60. 79 Broncos. Come 19, come 19.
4th down, pass coming. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
17 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, here's Howard. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. It's a foot race. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. And we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff, going 100+ for a big 6. Wow.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official?